Well, hey guys, welcome back and thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today I'll be sharing with you my fall decor for 2020, and I'm so excited to welcome you into our home and share a little bit of our decor with you. Fall is definitely upon us, my friends. It's about 34 degrees this morning. It is chilly out. The plants are turning color, the tree leaves are turning color, and actually many of them have already fallen off of the trees by now. It's so cold this morning. The water in the bird bath has mostly frozen. We're gonna start out with my front door decor. So let's start out with my little scarecrow friend here. I purchased him at a rummage sale about 3 or 4 years ago actually, and I thought he was just darling. He's waving and welcoming people in, cute smile on his face. I just set him atop this brick column, and that's where he sits and welcomes our guests. I just tied him with some jute twine, and he's literally just tied to the pole here. And that keeps him in place when on those really, really windy days here in Wisconsin. But I think he is just darling. We do have a real pumpkin right here. I haven't gotten around to carving any pumpkins yet this year, but hopefully we'll get to that because I do like the pumpkin seeds. They're so yummy. And then of course this cute little home welcome mat is from Dollar Tree. And I loved it. I had to pick it up because I thought it would fit perfectly on this first step going into our front door area, and it does, and I love it so much. I think it's just perfect there. It's so inviting and welcoming, and I just love it. Hello, Scarecrow. Some of you may recognize this cute little guy from a project that I made recently. I will put links down below in the description box for you if you're interested in seeing the tutorials on any of the crafts that I'm showing you today, that I made, of course. The scarecrow being one of them. And then this little jack-o'-lantern, I picked him up, I think about probably 3 or 4 years ago from TJ Maxx. I thought he was really cute. He has a battery-operated candle in there. And I had thrown some of those glow-in-the-dark rocks or stones from Dollar Tree in there. They don't glow in the dark anymore, but they add an element of interest, so I've just left them in there. And then here we have some more real pumpkins and a squash, and those cobs of corn are actually from Dollar Tree, so those aren't real. The straw bale is from Walmart. This little cornucopia has definitely seen better days, my friends. I made this about 16 or 17 years ago, and it shows. I definitely need to breathe some new life into this, probably add a new ribbon. I never really liked this bow that I put on there, so I need to add a new bow, add a few new fresh florals to brighten it up again. The florals have all kind of faded, and yeah, she needs some serious attention. I'll get to that one of these days. But we have one big pumpkin, several smaller ones, and then of course our little squash there. And these two, what are they, twine pumpkins, or I don't know, I'll call them twine pumpkins. I fell in love with those. I had picked those up from Kirkland's, my goodness, probably about 8 years ago, and I just love them. I still love them, but they are looking a little weathered. The florals have definitely faded, and this little one, unfortunately, the lights are no longer working, but I still love them so much and use them every year in our fall decor. I will either give them new life and add some different florals, or I will maybe take the opportunity and purchase something new that is kind of similar. We'll see. This little autumn in the air jar sign is actually from Walmart this year, and this is actually a yard stake, but I needed something with height here, and I thought that would fit in just perfectly, and I love it there. And of course, this cute little scarecrow is from Dollar Tree this year. That broom back there is awesome. That is from Dollar General. That was $4, and I got 2 of those this year actually, and they smell like cinnamon, and they are absolutely amazing. I have one in the house and of course one out here. My mom's back there are not doing too well, so let's just pretend those are not there. And let's look at these. These look a little better. These are really beautiful. I love the bright yellow and red in these, kind of a crimson red color, and I think they're just beautiful. They're so warm and inviting and welcoming, and I love them so much. Of course, here's that rustic wreath I made. Again, I'll put tutorials for all of these crafts down below in the description box if you're interested in checking those out. And then I just have a few cobs of corn with the husks on the front door here, a very simple little decor piece. And then I found these super cute scarecrows at Dollar General this year. These were $10 each, and I think they are absolutely beautiful. I love them. I didn't feel like they were tall enough for this area, so what I did was turned a couple of planters upside down, covered them with burlap, and that added just enough height for what I needed. So I think they are absolutely adorable. There's a she and a he, and I just adore them. I think they are so cute. $10 each at Dollar General, and I love them so much. Then we also have another wreath that I put together, as well as the wheelbarrow decor that I put together this year. And that is it for the front door decor. This is our little entryway. I always keep that greenery up all year round. I don't take that down, as well as the candles, which I forgot to light. Sorry about that, my friends. And this little pumpkin my mother-in-law made about 6 or 7 years ago for my brother and sister-in-law's wedding, and I loved them so much I took one home with me. This little candle smells amazing. This is pumpkin cinnamon roll, and this is from Kirkland's. And they have the cutest lids on these. They're embossed and they are just beautiful. But I use them when the candle's being used, I use them as kind of a coaster, and that works really well. This little nook is actually just a decorative arch, and I just love it though. It's so pretty. So I just added a few pumpkins, this little Blessed Beyond Measure jar sign from Walmart, a few little florals, and of course the Farm Fresh pumpkin bucket from Dollar Tree. That little pumpkin is from Dollar General. This bucket wasn't quite high enough or tall enough for me, so I actually took another Dollar Tree bucket, turned it upside down, and added a little bit of height to that, and I feel like it's pretty inconspicuous. You really don't notice it otherwise, but I love this little area. And above that, we have our wedding picture, almost 23 years ago. Hello. We were so young. So I really don't do much in our spare bedroom. All I did in here was added in these 2 pillows, which you may have seen in one of my recent hauls. I love them. They don't look like much, but they are so soft. It's just, they don't look it, but they really are. They're really soft. So cozy indeed. I put one of those on the bed, and I put one in the rocking chair here, and that is all I did in this room. I didn't do a lot in our living room this year. This Blessed banner is from Target Dollar Spot either last year or the year before. And then these charger plates are from Dollar Tree, as well as the stands that they are on. And then those tall boxes are gift boxes from Dollar Tree, and I just wrapped them in burlap because I just wanted those plates to stand a little higher. Those worked perfectly. Those burlap sacks, I picked up 2 of those last year at Target for $5 each. Most of these pumpkins are from Dollar General, and then the 3 ceramic pumpkins are actually from my recent TJ Maxx haul. And all the florals are Dollar Tree, and then I have those little white buckets in here as well from Dollar Tree, and I absolutely love those. Really wish I would have picked up a few more of those. And of course, a couple of pillows in front of the fireplace hearth. I just love decorating with pillows. As I've said before, I think they just make everything super cozy. In front of the windows here in the living room, I just put a couple of pillows on either side. We have these cubes that are here all year round, and I keep my record player on this one, and I don't move that except when our tree goes up because I play records all the time. I love playing records, so that is a permanent fixture. And then I just have this little blessings jar here that I picked up at TJ Maxx probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and I love it. I think these pillows are also probably from TJ Maxx. And the same thing on the other side without the record player. And then I also just put that little mirrored truck. here from Dollar General. I just love that little truck, so beautiful. And that's all I did in our living room this year, my friends. And then we have our Tablescape. This table runner is literally just one of those burlap rolls from Michaels. That's it, my friends. I really like the way that it drapes off the edges of both sides of my table, so I didn't even bother to cut it. I like it just as is. And this other table runner is an oldie but goodie. Couldn't tell you where I purchased that from. I've had it for so many years, but I just try to use what I have in my decor instead of always having to buy new. And I always like to layer. So I just added that in as just a little added dimension. So all the pumpkins here are either from Dollar Tree or Dollar General. The cotton stems are from Dollar Tree. All of the florals are from Dollar Tree. The pine cones, I've had them for years. I just reuse them each year, and they're from this, that, and the other place. I really don't know where. These candle holders are from Bath and Body Works, as are the candles inside of them. Those candles are the warm apple pie, which are my absolute favorite scent from Bath and Body Works. It's one of the few scents that I think actually smells like what it's supposed to. I mean, truly authentically smells like warm apple pie, and I just love that scent so much. And I buy those whenever they have them available. I did make my own napkin rings this year. I used the silver napkin rings from Dollar Tree's wedding section. I spray painted them using some chalk paint from Walmart in, I believe it was linen white. And then I also used these little wooden leaves from Dollar Tree, and I painted those orange using the Waverly paint, also from Walmart. And then I just hot glued on these little adornments that I had from my card collection. Actually, I typically use adornments when I make greeting cards, and I had just enough of those to pop on there, and I didn't have to buy anything. I just added those on, and I think they turned out really nice. And then of course I made these cupcakes. They're just a pumpkin cream cupcake. I will leave the recipe down below for you if you're interested in that. And the fondant decorations I ordered on Etsy, and I will share that Etsy haul with you very soon, my friends. There are so many talented people out there. I mean, aren't those just so beautiful? What a nice touch they add to my little plain old cupcakes. I just love them. I'm so happy I ordered those. And then of course, more Dollar Tree things. These little leaf trays are from Dollar Tree. So pretty much everything here is from Dollar Tree in the decor, except for these candles and candle holders, which are from Bath and Body Works. And then of course my plates here, which I've had for years. But these charger plates are from Dollar Tree. These little orange plates are from Dollar Tree. Most of the napkin holder pieces are from Dollar Tree. These little placemats I've had for years though too. I don't remember where I picked those up, probably Bed Bath & Beyond or something, but I've had them for, oh my goodness, probably about 18 years. So, but you can get placemats like that from Dollar Tree. I just don't know what colors they have available. For these candles, all I did was take an old pickle jar and I just stuck one of Dollar Tree's votive candle holders in there, and then a little tea light candle inside of that. And I thought about putting some twine or jute around here, but I actually rather liked it just the way it is, so I just left it. These candles in the middle weren't quite tall enough for me, so what I did is took some glassware from Dollar Tree, turned it upside down, and I put a pine cone underneath for a little bit of decoration or a decorative effect. And the same thing with this these candles in the middle. This one, I couldn't find a tall enough candle, so I turned a votive candle holder upside down and just placed that one candle on top of it, just to give that illusion of 3 different heights of candle. And then of course we have our little wooden pieces from Dollar Tree this year, which I absolutely love. I was going to paint them and decorate them, but I actually love their simplicity, and I love the raw wood look on this table, so I literally just left it as is, and I love them so much. I'm truly happy with how everything turned out this year. And this stand is just a stand that I have all the time. I always have candles on here as our centerpiece on the table, and typically that's the only thing that's there. And I just added a bunch of florals, and of course you'll probably recognize a lot of these from Dollar Tree. They're all from Dollar Tree. and the pumpkins, and yeah, I just put a bunch of florals and pumpkins and pine cones in there to decorate it up a little bit. So when do you decorate for Christmas, my friends? I'll be decorating soon, and I'm going to try to film for you how I decorate our Christmas trees. And you can let me know down in the comments section if you're interested in seeing that. I also really love these little pumpkin candle holders, I think they are, or pumpkin jars. I'm not really sure what these are called, but from Dollar Tree. I love these. They had those last year and I picked up quite a few of those. And I just put these little candles in there. I don't know, I loved the way that looked. So that's how I utilized those in my decor. But there's so many things you can do with these, and they're just beautiful. And in this little corner, of course, we have a few Dollar Tree goodies as well. This is just a big vase that we have all year round in our kitchen. It's usually teal because that's our accent color in our home. And I always cover it in burlap this time of year, and it will stay covered through the holiday season as well. And I just kind of decorated it up with some leaves from Dollar Tree, some cotton stems from Dollar Tree, and then of course this little thankful and blessed sign also from Dollar Tree, with some of those cranberry florals from Dollar Tree as well. And then some of you may recognize this little cornucopia, which I also made this year. I will put links down below to all the fall crafts I've done so far this year, so you can click on those if you're interested in seeing a tutorial. This little basket is from Walmart a few years ago. I picked that up after the season came to a close and got that on clearance. I just put a little burlap in there and added a few pumpkins and some berries. And again, we have one of those cinnamon scented brooms from Dollar General, which again was $4, and I picked up 2 and I'm so glad I did. I just love them. And then I have my thankful banner here above our patio doors, and I just love this banner. I picked that up on Etsy a few years ago. And again, I will try to get a video up for you guys on some of my favorite shops on Etsy and where I found some of my fun fall and seasonal goodies. So that should be up hopefully fairly soon. And then on this windowsill, I just put a little pumpkin from Dollar General because I had him left over and didn't have a place for him. And he seems pretty happy there, so there he shall stay. I sure do wish you could smell this warm apple pie candle scent. It is absolutely delicious, and I want some of my mom's warm apple pie now. She makes the absolute best apple pie. So I know this may look cluttered to some of you and possibly to many of you. However, for me, it is just right because it's all about the looks on my family, especially the kiddos' faces when they come over, eyes wide open and sometimes mouths wide open as they first lay eyes upon my hot coffee and hot cocoa bar, both in the fall and at Christmas time. I kind of go all out, but I absolutely love it. It's worth it to me, and it's worth the sacrifice of the counter space for me as well, my friends. It's just 3 months and I do have an island where I can prepare food, but I absolutely love seeing the faces of the kids when they walk in and they see all the treats and they just see the counter and the lights, and it's just kind of magical for them. And that's what I like to do, is create an experience. You always want to make sure you have some sort of plates. I picked these up from Target last year. You want to make sure you have napkins. Of course, our little napkin holder is from the Dollar Tree. I just painted it using the Waverly Chalk Ultra Matte paint in pumpkin. I do recommend though, my friends, if you have young children using your hot cocoa bar, please do not light your candles, only if it's going to be the adults or some older children. I always have to-go cups. These of course are from my TJ Maxx haul this year. I love them. Everyone wants to take a hot coffee or hot cocoa to go when they visit, and so I always have those on hand. You want to make sure that everything is easily accessible. The last thing you want is for the children to reach for something and have something spill or something break and then have them either get hollered at or feel bad. We don't want that. So I like to make sure that everything is accessible to them, and you want to think low, especially if they're a little bit shorter in stature. If they're younger, I always keep a small stool here near my hot cocoa bar for just that reason. Of course, we have all of our flavored syrups here. These are the skinny syrups. I've got a lot of different flavors. We have English toffee, we have hazelnut, we have pumpkin cheesecake, peanut butter cup, salted caramel. That's a favorite. As you can see, it is almost gone. We have mocha, and we have glazed donut and vanilla. In the middle here, we do have roasted marshmallow, and then tucked away in the back there is the pumpkin caramel scone. Most of the decor on my hot cocoa coffee bars are from either Dollar Tree, Dollar General, or some things are from Target, a few things from TJ Maxx as well. And these are the little sleeves that go over our to-go cups. Of course, these were from TJ Maxx. I showed these in my last TJ Maxx haul. These stir sticks are actually from Panera Bread. I always save them whenever I get their pumpkin spice lattes, and I just wash them in hot soapy water and save them for my hot cocoa bar because I think they are adorable. Of course, we have some fun cookies here. We also have our cupcakes with those beautiful fondant pumpkins and leaves. Again, I will share with you soon my Etsy favorites and my recent fall and Christmas Etsy hauls. Can't wait to show you everything I purchased from Etsy. There are some very talented people out there, my friends. And then I just have a few pieces of candy tucked in there as well with those cupcakes. I don't know, the kids just love it. It's a visual thing. I want things to look as appealing and magical as they taste. So things have to taste just as good as they look. And of course, we have our 2 candy jars here. This one has the sugar-coated pumpkins, and this one here has our candy corn and pumpkins in it. These are Dollar Tree glass candy dishes, and they say Merry Christmas on them, but then I washed them in the dishwasher and the Merry Christmas came off, and that was a blessing in disguise because now I use them for both my fall and my winter hot cocoa coffee bar. And these are just the little wooden ornaments from Dollar Tree. I painted them using the Waverly Ultra Matte in pumpkin again, and just stuck them onto a few things for a little more decoration. And my little candles are from Target last year. And this one says, "A grateful heart sees many blessings." Of course, we have our cups on our tiered tray, and this tiered tray is from TJ Maxx, but it didn't turn on its own. I just added a little turntable underneath it, and you can find those in multiple places like Walmart, Bed Bath & Beyond, and probably a plethora of others. And that's all I did for that, and it works great. But you want to make sure that everything can turn really easily. You don't want things falling. You don't want anything tipping over and breaking. So you want things to be very easily accessible in here. And then we have our flavored spoons. We have a honey flavor, we have caramel, and then we have vanilla flavored. Those are really fun to use for coffee and tea and hot chocolate. And then we have our little strawberry flavored biscuits. And these are so fun, and they are so yummy, and they smell really good on the hot coffee bar, or hot cocoa bar, if you will. And then in this corner, I'm just hiding a few wires behind all of this here. These baskets, once again, I had picked up at Walmart last year or the year before after the season came to a close, and I purchased them for 80% off on clearance. I was so happy to find those. I think I picked up 2 or 3 of those. My little pumpkin here is actually hiding my battery pack for the fairy lights because you don't want to have to be messing with that every day. And it also has, these have a timer on them as well, which works out well. So you don't have to be kind of messing around with that every day. They come on, it's a 6-hour timer, I believe, and that works out well. And much of this is from Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Target, TJ Maxx, as I said, and I just really enjoy putting this together. I especially love seeing the kids' faces when they see it. Their eyes light up when they see the treats on here, and I don't know, it's just, it warms my heart. I enjoy doing it probably more. I probably get more out of it than they do, to be honest with you. But these little pine cones are also made of fondant, so they are also edible. And I'm just trying to see if there's anything I'm missing. Oh, these are the Dollar Tree placemats, those felt placemats, and they are the large leaves. And I just put those on the bottom or underneath everything, just to kind of bring everything together, to ground everything. And then I of course have my little candles, this little tea light holders from Dollar Tree. And our little napkin holder is from Dollar Tree as well. I just painted that. And my sign is from Hobby Lobby, and I just wrote the word coffee on there. And then of course this is my attempt at making a coffee cup, drawing a coffee cup, which didn't turn out very well, so we kind of tried to cover that up a little bit. Shh, don't tell. So this is my hot coffee and cocoa bar for fall 2020. I hope that you enjoy seeing this as much as I enjoy sharing it with you. I get such a kick out of doing things like this every year, and I just love having the kids be able to look at this, watch their eyes light up, and I don't know, there's just something magical about the holidays and the seasons changing, and it's what I enjoy doing. So I really hope that you enjoy seeing this as much as I enjoy bringing it to you. I have so much fun putting these together, and just decorating in general. It's just a hobby of mine. I enjoy it, I love it, and I just hope you enjoyed it as well. And as I sit here filming for you guys, it has begun to snow, and so I just had to quickly share that with you. Looks like it's going to be an early winter in Wisconsin. I really appreciate you carving a little time out of your busy day to spend this time with me, my friends. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're staying healthy and safe. And I hope that you will give this video a big thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. Feel free to share this video with family and friends, and subscribe if you haven't already, clicking on that little bell so you'll get notifications every time I upload a new video. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, my friends. Have a beautiful day.
When times get rough, I try to tell you we need to fight in every way. No hugs, no kisses could protect us from what the future had in store.